So, you are 7th graders in the social studies class for world history and geography. So, this is chapter 9. It is going over strategy for hypothesizing. So, it's what if. So, some different examples that you could use for it is in science. You could do actual create a hypothesis, do experiment, provide evidence, etc. Doing a lab report. However, you can do it in different other scenarios, such as in social studies. You could create like a problem. So you say, all right, this is how things are, but what if you didn't have this? And then students have to try to solve that different problem. So today we're going to evaluate the importance of conserving water in the world. So I'd start off and present, desertification, deforestation. We'd watch different videos off of those. But we're going to jump ahead to actually working with this what-if strategy. All right, so we've got our pal, Mr. Water. So he's going to be helping us today. So, how do you think that deforestation leads to problems? So if we take a look at this map right here, this is of Lake Chad in Africa. So this Lake Chad in Africa, and these green sections over here are our forest areas. There are forest areas. However, this one's in 1973, and this one's in 2000. So what are some different problems we can see if we take a look at that picture? What are different differences that we see? Yes, Reed?
It looks like there's less trees.
Yeah, there are less trees. That is correct. There is a lot less trees in 2000. Any other differences you might notice? It's a little bit harder in this one, but there's actually a little bit less water in here. So as this is a result of the water diminishing, the water levels diminishing in it. So what we are going to do, I'm going the wrong way. So here's a closer up of Lake Chad. So this is Lake Chad was before when you saw it, now this is close up. So again, we have our 1970s to our 2000s. What differences do you see in this one? What differences do you see? Yes, Mandy?
It's like way less water and...
Yeah, there's a lot less water. There's a lot less water going on. And part of the problem is through that deforestation we're talking about, where water sinks down. We saw in those videos a little bit earlier. So what we think about is, with all this less water, what are some different problems that are going to happen? What are some different problems that are going to result? Yes?
Well, animals need water, so the animals are going to die.
Yeah, animals might die. What are some other basic things? List some things. What do we do with water? What are some things we do every day with water? All right, drink. Yep. Many? Bathe. Any others? What are some other things we do? Yep. Cook. All these are different things we do with water. Now, what happens if all of a sudden that amount of water diminished? What problems do you think you might face? Yes, Milan?
We all die.
Well, you have to jump right to it. Yeah, you might end up dying, but you might end up having to come up with strategies so that you don't die. So that way you can survive. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at what some of these different strategies are. So if I can have you guys group up into groups of 4, so if Milan and Steph can come over here, and you guys can come over here, I'm going to give you a graphic organizer for solving a problem. So each of you is currently being given a different problem. So, for instance, Charlie, what problem do you have? It's on the top. If you look right on the top of your squares.
Right on. Why is your activity difficult?
Oh, sorry, a little bit lower. That's two directions.
At the top
of the box.
Top of the box.
Oh, brushing teeth.
Brushing teeth. All right, Elise, what problem do you have?
Taking a bath.
All right, brushing teeth, taking a bath. Maddie, what do you have?
Growing plants.
Growing plants. Steph, what do you got?
Brushing.
All right, what else?
Cleaning clothes.
Cleaning clothes. All right, so we got 4 there. So we have 4 different, and in your group, so what we're going to do is we're going to solve this problem. So we're going to solve this problem. So first off, to demonstrate how you're going to do it, let's start off, Steph. What problem do you have again?
Brushing teeth.
All right, brushing teeth. Who else has brushing teeth in the other group? So what problems do you think you're going to have with brushing teeth with limited water? Now, if you look at your directions on the top, how many gallons of water am I giving you per week? How many gallons of water am I giving you? 1. You only have 1 gallon of water. You got to make sure that Lake Chad doesn't get hurt anymore. So you got to try to conserve as much water as possible. So you only get 1 gallon of water. And that 1 gallon, guess what? Is going to be shared between all of you. So your group of 4, you guys are going to have to come up with a solution to be able to do all 4 of those things with 1 gallon of water. So, for instance, brushing teeth. Charlie, how do you think you might brush teeth so that you don't use as much water? What problems might you face? What do you do to brush teeth?
You run water over the toothbrush and you rinse your mouth out.
Alright, so you run water over the toothbrush. So, there's a problem. Guess what? We can't do that as much, right? So, running water uses too much. So what might be one way you could solve that?
I'm going to rinse it real quick.
Alright, maybe rinse it real quick. Maybe just do a quick dab, turn the water off, right? Does Maddie have a question, comment?
Comment?
Yep.
Other solution?
Other solution?
Dipping water in dipping toothbrush.
Yeah,
in
maybe
water.
you could just get a little cup. Out of that gallon, maybe just a small cup. Alright, so what I want you guys to do is I want you to, for 30 seconds, talk about what are different problems that you have with each of your different things. So what I want you to each, for 30 seconds, look at your own individual item, and list what problems you might have. 30 seconds, go. Alright, and stop. But we can't all work on the same problem. We're going to work on this together, right? We got to think of what are different problems. So everybody, rotate your paper to the person on your left. Rotate your paper to the person on the left. Now, person on your left, take 10 seconds, read what is on, what are different problems they listed in the first box. So read what different problems in the first blocks. Now, I want you to think about what difficulties you might have trying to solve that problem. So for instance, if I'm thinking about brushing teeth, and my problem is using too much water, what difficulties might I face with using too much water? What are different things? So for instance, I might say, alright, brushing my teeth, I'm using too much running water. Well, it's a problem because I need water to brush my teeth. I gotta be able to spit out that toothpaste, right? So what are some, so explain kind of how that difficulty is a problem. So take 30 seconds, just think about how that difficulty is a problem. Alright, so now we've come up with our solution. Pass your paper to the person on your left. And now you're going to actually write what solution. So a person kind of explains, if you look at the second box, the person explains to you how that difficulty is a problem and what problems you might face. So now, what are some different solutions so that you can solve that problem? So brainstorm a couple solutions to solving this. Like for instance, on brushing our teeth, we thought of, well, maybe you could dip the brush. Maybe you could dip that brush. now that I know that we're expert writers, so now pass it on to the person on your left. And simply now, for my visual learners, so cut the lesson. Now for my visual learners is simply now take this solution and try to think about how I would be able to create a diagram for it. And again, for actually coming up with solutions, and explaining problems and stuff, you're going to want to take more time, but I just want to show you how we would manage the what-if solution and coming up with hypothesis. Then we'd finish with each of the different groups coming up with what they came up with for their different solutions. So then they can hear how to problem solve, how they came up with those, what were the difficulties, why were those difficult, and what they came up with solutions. So those would be the 4 different things. And then we'd finish up with an exit ticket on the importance of conserving water. So the point of problem solving is to help students kind of think outside the box. So trying to think of normal, everyday things that happen, and then kind of thinking about them more critically and evaluating and analyzing what is going on. So that's all I got for you. Any questions?